Hey, I'm going to go over what I did right, what I did wrong. So I'm calling this one Up in Smoke. At the end, I've used a couple of smoke grenades, and it helped me win some chicken dinners. Right here, you take this guy out. And then there's a second guy. So, what I wanted to say right there is, always keep your guns loaded. Have your main gun with like the most ammo ready to go in case you have to jump out like that and take someone out. The other thing is the Vector. I have been guilty of never using the Vector, and for some reason I put that 4X on there, and I couldn't believe how accurate it was at full auto with the 4X zoomed in. I took that guy out so fast. Like, that surprised me. I kind of wished you'll watch me use. I put the 4X back on the M4, and I used it later on. I kind of wish I'd stuck with the Vector, just to see how it had performed for me. Just kind of interesting. So what's going on? We were moving up on this hill. We thought we could have some cover here. Some guys to my right started shooting at us as we went across the street. That was a mistake on their part because they have to come to us. And now that we have cover, now they are in trouble. You know, they should have just let us go on and then try and sneak up behind us or something like that. Sometimes, you know, it surprises me what people are thinking. You know, if they will just watch where they have to go, how the circle's closing in, you know, don't shoot sometimes. Yeah, I probably should have tried the Vector right here. It would have been interesting. I mean, they were just sitting ducks trying to come across. So this is a little bit later on. This guy teammate was looking around the corner and got popped. And this is really cool what these other guys are about to do to us. They're coming across the street, and I'm shocked. I mean, there's 3 of us up here. Maybe they didn't know there were 3. But the way they pushed this hill is fantastic. I loved what they did, even though I didn't like having it done to me. So I had assumed that they were going to go around, they're going to keep going the way they were running and maybe come around on the side of us. So these two, my teammates here, are going to kind of watch this area as I'm going to go around and see what's going on. See it, you know, get ready if they are coming around. When my teammates start taking fire, I come back. And look, they flanked us, and they came up at the exact same time. They did a fantastic job. I didn't like being the recipient of their fantastic job, but sometimes that happens. And, you know, I don't mind learning a lesson from people. So, I saw this guy. I'd already had a little success with that Vector. So I used the sound of the plane to get in position. So I ran in here, went up the stairs. He thinks he's totally fine and safe. You know, someone had said, if you're going to shoot someone, try and shoot them and leave the armor. So I was going to use his helmet. That's why I tried to make sure I didn't get a headshot on him until I saw this level 2. We waited there for a while. His partner never came for him. So we just moved on. We had held up in this house, kind of waiting to see how the last circle was going to play out, trying to not cause any alarm. And somebody kept seeing us in here, and they kept shooting at us. So I'm trying to decide where we're going to go. I want to go out the back door. I do not want to go out that front. And gets that grenade, and I just want to step out. And I'm just trying to look and decide, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? There's only 2 guys left. How are we going to play this out? And obviously someone knew we were in there. So I decided, you know what? Let's just go. The circle's coming. Let's just run for it. So I don't stop running because I don't have any cover. So, and if someone starts shooting, I have a decent chance of turning and firing back at them and maybe getting them. So that's why I don't stop. And sure enough, we find one. Get him. So then the second guy. He has a great grenade placement right there, man. So here's a mistake by my teammate here, my son. He starts moving out from the tree. So he's losing his cover, so I can't save him. If he would have stayed behind the tree, I would have been able to revive him. So I know everyone gets on to me about the way that I heal, but I sometimes do that just so I can see how many grenades do I have, how many smokes, how many everything. So for some reason I thought I had a smoke right there, and it was ended up being a flash. So what I'm going to do with this smoke, I'm going to throw it slightly to the right to take his attention away, but also to use it in case I need to. In case I need to flank him, I've got it on that side. I end up not having to use it too much, but it's there in case I need it. So I was planning on, if I got hit and I had to lay down and heal, I could lay down in the smoke and heal. Or I could just use it, come out of the smoke and, and I flanked him. See, I was about to head to the smoke, and I come back. So I wanted him to think that I did go into the smoke for just a moment, and that's why I've decided, well, you know what, I'm so low on health, I'm just going to go ahead and go around the other way. And it seemed to work because he wasn't paying attention when I did pop up on his right and shot him and finished him off. So this is another match. We got into a full squad. So we're just hanging out here at the edge of the circle, waiting to see how it plays out. So we ran after we saw it collapse a little bit. And this guy's as bad of a driver as I am. That was a pretty cool explosion. I can't lie about that one. So, oh yeah, my second oldest son had a 4X, and he'd been sitting on it for a while. So I was like, give me that 4X. If he hadn't given me that 4X, this whole end game would have been completely different. So I'll tell you, I always tell you what I did wrong, and sometimes what my teammates did wrong. The mistake that they made was running out and not trying to get behind the cover. They started trying to shoot that guy standing on the hill where everybody could see him. So they ended up getting themselves all killed. And the son who just gave me the 4X, he was pretty upset about it. So I'm starting taking shots from the people to the right. What I ended up having to do is I just ran from that tree to this house. That part didn't get recorded. It was kind of a risky move, and I took a lot of hits, but I did make it. And I just held out here for a few moments. You know, I've said, when you get to that top 15, top 10, try not to shoot unless you just have to. So that was the rule I was going by, especially since we're playing squads. I mean, I don't know how many, there could be, I could be going up against an entire full squad. So I waited to the very last moment to start trying to push in, but I knew exactly where I wanted to go. I wanted to go behind this wall at the corner. So I'm just checking everything, seeing if there's other last-minute scragglers like myself. Really thought that guy was going to get me. He had the drop on me. So I get to my corner where I wanted to be. I'm liking this. We're already down to, there we go. We lost another guy, so just 3 people left. 2 people left. So I just want to get all healed up. Definitely get all those power painkillers and energy drinks taken as much as I can, because now I don't have any more first aids. All right, so I'm surveying this. I see that one guy there, but I don't see the second guy, and I don't know if these guys are a team. I kind of thought they might be a team, but also thought if they aren't, and it's just 1 versus 1 versus 1, the other person might be on this other side of the road. So that kind of dictates my decisions. So over there, that guy's got great cover. He's got trees. He's got the shade. He can lay down. He can do anything to cover himself up. Well, as soon as I jump over this wall, I'm going to be in trouble. So I throw my smoke to the right, because if there is someone on the right, I want to be covered. I want to have just enough time to shoot this guy in front of me, and then use that hill that's on the left-hand side, that little slope. And that, I know that's pretty much my only chance to win this thing. So I did decide I wanted to wait to the last second, thinking that maybe that guy would have to move too. So I'm kind of going to try and use my smoke, but I see the guy, so I decide to engage him. I love it when they lay down. It's just so much easier to get a grass snake. Alright, so I'm not being a grass snake. I'm just going to use laying down to get to my hill, or get down on my hill. And I want to give myself a little bit of a chance to heal up, since I don't have any bandages or first aids. So now once I get down here and I'm at below the height of the rest of the ground, I can start moving around and finding this guy. So he threw a Molotov. Okay, fine. That helps you out. Started kind of giving me a hint of where he was at, so I'm actually really glad he threw that. So as soon as I see him, I still try to keep my head as low as possible, hoping that maybe he can't see my head. And I get a squad chicken dinner. That's how it goes. All right. Well, like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next round.